What's up, you guys? Marty Schwartz here with my brand new channel, Marty Music. Got a new website, martymusic.com as well. Really appreciate you subscribing to this channel, checking out the site. The continued support is greatly appreciated. I'll thank you. Anyway, we're going to do Hendrix or Stevie Ray Vaughan. I'm kind of basing it more on the SRV version, but we've got a Voodoo Child Slight Return, great wah-wah pedal, kind of maneuvers going on. So I'll break that down. We'll zoom in, learn that opening riff, learn the rhythms, some of the licks, all the stuff. I think you'll really enjoy it. You want to hang out and do it? Let's do it then. Come on. All right, so we're tuned down to E flat, like Hendrix and SRV did. We're going to be using the A-rooted E minor pentatonic scale with the little extension below. A little bit of stuff, he's going everywhere. He's going the E minor pentatonic up here, down here, and then that A root zone with the extension. So in that intro there, I used some overdrive, and obviously the wah-wah pedal is the big part of it. And the wah pedal is really just almost like you're tapping your foot. So it starts with... So that's what it sounds like without the wah pedal. So if I click the wah pedal on, I'm just going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 as I do that. So I'm just muting the strings. Wah pedal's just going 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I clicked the wah pedal back off so we can learn the notes, but what's going on with the opening line too is the wah pedal is just going 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, just right like you would tap your foot to the rhythm, and it creates that kind of mouth open and close kind of vibe. The other thing that is going on is muting the other strings. So like even if I went... There's a little technique that you kind of need to evolve your playing with. So I don't want you, if you're not good at it, don't focus too much on it right now. But what's going on is, even if we're playing a single note, whatever fingers we have free are helping mute the other strings. And there's so much vibe and variation on different live versions, whether it was Hendrix or SRV. So I'm going to kind of give you the guidelines here and let you use it as a springboard. So we're going to hammer on from the 7 to the 9 on the G string, and then we're going to play that note again. Like that. Then we're going to move over to the D string, and we're going to hammer from 7 to 9. Hammer, don't hurt 'em. So, then we're going to go back to the 7 on the G. So we've got... Slower. Now we're going into this little lower extension of the scale. And we're getting our index finger to the 5th fret of the D string. And we hit that twice. Then we're going up to the 7 of the D, then 5, then 7 of the A, which is the root. So from the top. Then it starts over the same way. And he's, oh man, either guy is never played it exactly the same way twice, but we can think of it like this. So we're hammering the same way in the beginning, but then we immediately hammer back to the 9 of the G from the 7 of the G. So that second half, like that. And then hit it again. And then we pull it off to the 7 of the G. So. And when you put that all together, it sounds like this. Regular speed. Slow. Again. And so there's lots of tasty vibrato going on, whether it was Hendrix or SRV. You've got the wah pedal and the vibrato, plus some kind of string raking by muting the strings other than the one that you want to hear. And then also little little like kind of micro bends, like especially on the 5th fret of the D string. So now if I add the wah pedal, don't fail me. Now I'm just going to do the same thing, but with counting with my right foot on the wah pedal. So eventually, turn the wah off just so we can hear our notes here. Eventually, we just do the first part, just like that, the very first little part, and then we're going into this part of the E minor pentatonic with our ring finger right on the 10th fret of the B string. We're going to bend it up a whole step, back down, and then release with some vibrato on the 8th fret of the B string. Then we're going to go down into this open E power zone here. And I think an E power chord here is pretty nice. So what you do is you think of it as E major, but instead of pressing down on that 1st fret of the G string, you're muting it. That's pressed down. So then with our middle finger on the G string, 2nd fret, we bend it up a whole step, back down, pull off. Then to the 2nd fret of the D string, which is the root, into the chord. So And I think the best thing is to, when you hit that note, just play the whole chord and try and hit that note. The other thing that goes on, and these are just classic blues ideas, is a yank down. I just made that word up, or made that term up. Yank down on the 3rd fret of the low E. Then right to the root, which is that 2nd fret of the D. That's a magic note right there. The other thing that's going on is he makes it the Hendrix chord, or Hendrix makes it the Hendrix chord, SRV makes it the Hendrix chord, and you can do that by just really laying on the 3rd fret of the B and the high E. Even if you're muting all the other strings. Because you've got a band, you've got a bass player playing the low E. You can play the whole E chord and then add your pinky. So either one, but when you start to get distortion and a wah pedal, less notes actually is cleaner. So let's see here, we got... So we've got open B, 3rd fret B, open high E, 3rd fret high E, open E, open B, 3rd B, then the open high E. So check it out. Followed by that. And you can do open E, 3rd fret tug, 2nd fret D. So check it out. Then we do, on the B string, 303, open. Then we're going to just kind of wiggly wriggle. Yeah, another new term. A lot of new theoretical terms in this lesson. Wiggly wriggle on the 2nd fret of the G string. Up, back, pull off, root, 2nd fret D. So... So here that is from the top again. And at the end, I'll play it all with distortion and the wah pedal again. So don't worry, we'll get the tone going too. And I'm just got a clean setting on my amp, and I'm using the Analog Man King of Tone, just a very light amount of drive when I was doing that earlier. So here it is again. watched this at the Live at Austin City Limits. He did the next one like this. I watched another one where he did it up here. But anyway, sorry. We'll do it right here. So it's that classic extension, 2nd fret to 4th fret with the middle finger on the G string, 3rd fret on the B string. Then we're going to hop over to the 5th fret of the high E and bend that up, down, release to the 3rd, and then 5-3 again. So this part's the same. So check it out. Check it out. Check it out. So here we go. So the next thing we're going to do they're 2-note, they're double stops. So you really got to mute all the other strings. And I'm basically doing it, my index and middle finger are muting the other strings. So this is like a type of G chord. It's like a G chord inversion. It's a double stop. So it's the 5th fret on the A string and 4th fret on the G string. Like that. Then an inverted A chord, index finger goes to the 2nd fret of the G, and ring finger goes to the 4th fret of the A. So then it's a C7 up to a D7. And you could play a classic C7 shape like this. Or you could just do a 3-note chord, which is what I'm going to teach you right now. 3rd, 2nd, 3rd, no other notes. So that's C7, up a whole step. So from the top of the vocals, stand up next to a mountain, chop it down with the edge of my hand. Stand up next to a mountain, chop it down with the edge of my hand. G inverted. C7. Little child, little child. Yeah, yeah, Could go right into your power zone, home row, E root, pentatonic right there. There is one classic lick. I'll just show it to you while I'm up there. And that's a Hendrix lick. You bend the 15th fret of the B string up to the root, then back down. Then you reach back to the 12th of the B. You do not want to hear the 13 of the B. Don't want that. Then back to the 15. Once natural, once back up. That's just a nice little lick right there. So, so that should get you going. Have a lot of fun with it. Make it your own. I think that's what Hendrix and Stevie would have wanted you to do. So let's just do it one more time, with the full volume. I'm going to turn the overdrive up. I'm going to use the wah pedal and see if you can play along with me even. Here we go. All right, there it was. I hope you learned something from that and had some fun. Hopefully it wasn't too challenging. It uses all that E minor pentatonic stuff that we have covered a bit in some other videos on Marty Music. So thanks again. I can't wait to see you guys in more lessons. I've got brand spanking new content coming every week here at Marty Music. So if you want to leave a request for one of those lessons, go ahead and leave it in the comments below. Appreciate any comments at all, liking the video. Also, there'll be a little end plate at the end of this video where you can click onto the next free YouTube video. So check it out. Thanks again, and we'll see you real soon.